hello there, my sweet little listeners. Come closer, settle in, get cozy under your blankets, because tonight Grandma has brought a very special story for you. This is the tale of a quiet little town called Willow Creek, a place where the trees whispered secrets and the river hummed lullabies every night. And in that town lived a girl with the brightest eyes you ever saw, named Elara. Elara loved only one thing more than playing outside, and that was watching the sunset. Every evening she climbed the old wooden fence behind her house and waited for the sky to turn gold, then pink, then purple. Her grandma would sit beside her and say, "Remember, my dear, the sky always paints a message for those who watch patiently." But Elara didn't understand what that meant, not yet. One day, as the sky glowed orange and soft, Elara saw something unusual, a tiny blue light floating above the river. It flickered as if it was calling to her. Elara followed the shimmering light down a little path covered in soft moss toward an old wooden bridge that everyone in Willow Creek avoided because they said it was haunted. Oh, don't worry, it wasn't haunted at all. It was simply forgotten. As the blue light danced across the bridge, Elara whispered, "What are you?" And the light answered, not with words, but with warmth. The kind of warmth you feel when someone holds your hand and tells you everything will be all right. On the other side of the bridge stood a tiny cottage that looked like it had grown out of the earth itself. Vines curled around its windows, flowers bloomed even at night, and hanging by the door was a rusty old lantern glowing faintly blue. Elara reached out and a voice stopped her. "Careful, child!" In the doorway stood an old woman. Her hair was silver like moonlight, and her eyes sparkled like she knew 10,000 stories. She introduced herself as Saren, the lantern keeper. "This lantern," she said, "holds the last wishes of Willow Creek." Elara's eyes widened. "Wishes?" Saren nodded. "Wishes made by lonely hearts, forgotten dreams, and promises never kept." Saren told Elara something incredible, that the lantern glowed blue because one wish inside it was still waiting to be fulfilled, a wish made by a little girl long, long ago. Elara felt a strange tug in her chest, as if the wish belonged to her. Saren opened the lantern. Inside was a folded paper, glowing like starlight. Elara read it aloud. "I wish to not feel alone." She froze, because that was the same secret wish she herself had whispered on lonely nights. Saren explained, "The girl who wrote this disappeared before the wish could ever come true." Elara asked, trembling, "Who was she?" Saren smiled sadly. "She was a girl who watched sunsets too." Elara felt her heartbeat quicken. She knew it wasn't just a story. It was a message, a calling. Saren gave Elara the lantern and said, "If you want to help her, take this lantern back to where you first saw the light. It will guide you." So Elara walked through the night, the lantern glowing brighter with every step she took. Back over the old bridge, through the whispering trees, toward the river where everything began. And there she saw a shadow of a little girl sitting at the edge of the water. Elara slowly approached her. "Hi," she whispered gently. "I think I found something of yours." The girl looked up, but she had no reflection in the water because she was only a memory, a wish. Elara held out the lantern. "You wished not to feel alone. I feel that way too." The girl's eyes softened. She whispered, "Then stay with me just until the sunset ends." Elara sat beside the girl. The sky began to glow, not gold this time, but a soft blue, the same color as the lantern. As the light warmed them both, the girl whispered, "Thank you for seeing me." And slowly, like morning mist fading, the little girl disappeared, but not in sadness, in peace. The lantern dimmed and then gently went dark. Elara returned to Saren's cottage holding the now dark lantern. Saren touched her shoulder and said, "You did what no one else could. You listened." Elara asked, "Why me?" Saren replied, "Because lonely hearts recognize one another." When Elara returned home, her grandma was waiting at the porch. She sat beside her and whispered, "Grandma, what does the sky try to tell us?" Her grandma kissed her forehead, that no one who seeks beauty is ever truly alone. Elara never saw the blue light again, but sometimes when the sun set just right, she felt a soft warmth on her shoulder, as if someone she helped was watching over her. So my little ones, if you ever feel lonely, look at the sunset. Somewhere out there is someone who understands you, someone whose heart beats quietly like yours. And remember, even forgotten wishes find their way home when someone brave enough chooses to listen. Good night, my sweet children. Sleep warm, sleep safe, and never stop believing in the magic hidden in quiet places.